Day where we get to recognize those that have served and those that are currently serving in our active military. Thank you guys, and remember that today is a day where we honor those, and we want to make sure that we are respectful. We are great Bruins, and what does that look like in the auditorium? Great Bruins are good citizens, respectful, engaged, always safe, and totally responsible. So we want to make sure that we're being respectful. We're honoring both our performing groups as well as our guest speaker that has joined us today. And so at this time, now we will do our flag ceremony as well as the Pledge of Allegiance. Thank you. Please stand. Whoa, 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 whoa. Shh.
Color guard, attention. Those not in uniform, please place your right hand over your heart. Color guard, forward march. Color guard, halt. Color guard, post the colors.
Remove your hat.
Say the pledge with me. Ready, begin.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. All right, at this time, we are now going to hear from our choir with the Star Spangled Banner. Please rise. Thank you. You may be seated. All right, guys, let's bring it back together. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, at this time now we'll hear from our orchestra with a soldier's hymn. Hey, beautiful job. Thank you, guys. Next up, we're honored to have Scott Makoviak, who is a third-generation veteran, who you might say started his military career the day he was born on the naval base in New London, Connecticut. His father, a U.S. Navy petty officer, had just returned to port aboard the USS Greenling, a fast-acting submarine from a Mediterranean cruise 3 days before his birth. His grandfather had served and fought in both the 2nd Corps, North Africa and Sicily, and the U.S. Third Army in France, both under the command of George Patton during World War II. He grew up with a great sense of pride of his country and a great deal of respect for those who have served. He dreamed of being an Air Force pilot and loved to build model airplanes that he would hang from his ceiling, making it quite difficult for any unwanted intruders to walk through unscathed. In high school, he visited with many recruiters, and his junior year, he had one visit the house and chat with his parents. This particular recruiter promised that they, meaning the Army, got done with him, he would be better at cleaning his room, but that turned out not to be true. He joined the Idaho Army National Guard as a way to see if the military life was right for him. He was part of the 129th Combat Engineer Company and later reorganized into the 1st Battalion, 148th Field Artillery Regiment. He was able to shoot lots of big guns, and he loved the 155 millimeter self-propelled Hewlitzer shell, which was about 100 pounds and could aim at targets over 18 miles away. He compared the military to being like an advanced scout boot camp, and he loved it. He served his country for 17 years, and he was deployed to Operation Iraqi Freedom in 2004-2005 for 18 months. He left behind a wife and 4 children, the youngest barely 6 months old, and when he returned, over 2 years old. His patriotism runs deep, and he has 5 children now. 2 have joined the military. One son currently on active duty serving the Utah Army National Guard unit in the headquarters, Joint Task Force Horn of Africa. The other is an active duty Marine currently stationed at Camp Pendleton, California. And he's very proud of all of his kids, but it was eye-opening when he got to the other side of deployment. So at this time, I'd like to recognize and have Scott come up and give us some words. Come on up, Scott. Thank you.
Does this come out? Ryan, does this come out? So how are you today? All right. As I appreciate the introduction, Mr. Rude, appreciate it very much. So, as they said, my name is Scott Makoviak, and as you can see by my Hawaiian shirt, I do like to field artillery. It was one of the funnest jobs I had in the Army. I was a combat engineer, which meant I dig tank ditches, demolitions, triple apron fences, obstacles. Got to play with a lot of different equipment in the Army. 113 mobile personnel carriers, a 155 self-propelled howitzer. It is a lot of fun to launch a bullet that weighs 100 pounds, 18 miles, and destroy something. It's a lot of fun. Okay, so I started out in high school. And I'm going to date myself. I was on active duty for training at Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri, 1990. August 2nd, the drill instructors come out and we're going to war, man, we're going to war. I'm like, I'm going back to finish high school. I'm talking with your principal, and he says, how do I reach these kids? None of them were born. None of them remember the Iran hostage crisis in '79. None of them remember the Beirut bombing in 1983 in Lebanon. None of them even remember 9/11. In some ways, I envy you, because you learn it in history. Well, I am here to tell you today that the history you learn is very real. I participated in it. I knew men who have died in it. And I know men who are still, myself included, who are still bear the scars, the emotional and physical scars of that in combat. As your principal stated, I'm the 3rd generation having served in the military. I've got 2 boys. One's, like I said, one's with the Utah National Guard, currently in the Horn of Africa. The other one's an active duty Marine. The protected will never know what we in the military do on your behalf. We do it willingly. We volunteer for it. My father joined the Navy in the 1970s, back when Vietnam was still going on. There was a draft, meaning any able-bodied man 18 or older could be conscripted into the United States Armed Forces as they saw fit. Think about that for a second. You graduate high school, you're going to get sucked into the Marine Corps, the Navy, Air Force, the Army. You're going to go to basic training, and you're to, and you have no say. You guys have it good. The young men still have to register for the draft, the secret or the selective service, but it hasn't been in place. Now, being in the Army wasn't exactly a lot of fun. I was your assistant principal talked to you guys about being quiet, being hush, about being quiet and calm. And my Army NCO Corps, or my Army NCO, I was a sergeant, wanted to get up, which is a command to be quiet. Just like now. There are benefits to being in the military. This instrument right here, that flag with the fringe on it. I cannot look at it, hear the Star Spangled Banner, and not cry. I'm 51 years old. I have no problem admitting I bawl. I know too many people who have fought and died for those colors on your behalf and not get emotional about it. 20 years ago today actually, my unit and I, 116th Cav Brigade out of Idaho, were training to deploy to Iraq 2004. 6 months we spent learning how to, or relearning, I should say. We knew how to do it already, but we had to practice our individual techniques, tactics, procedures on how to operate and go to war. We had an opportunity to go to Fort Polk, Louisiana, to go to what they call a mission validation exercise. Can you do the job in theater? Do you know how to basically administer a war or your area of operations? When I got home, or we had the opportunity, when we finished that, we had the opportunity to go home. Some of us went, some of the guys went home, visited their families, things like that. And I will tell you, the day I got back from leave, I cried myself to sleep. Because I knew for the first time the weight and the gravity of the situation came and hit me like a hammer. There was a possibility they may never come home. A veteran is somebody who at one point in their life wrote, a veteran is whether active duty, discharged, retired, or reserve, is someone who at one point in his life wrote a blank check payable to the United States of America for the amount of and up to, including his life. That is honor. There are way too many people in this country who forget or no longer understand that fact. There are benefits to living in this country. There's benefits to being in the military. You have the opportunity to go to college. They help you pay for college. You can get tuition assistance where you have the Montgomery GI Bill. My wife, my bride, asked me this morning, why did I join the United States military? Part of it was to prove my parents wrong. Part of it was to see if I actually enjoyed it. I did. I spent 17 years. The only reason I got out is I wanted to stay married. Yeah, I know. Shocking, huh? We have 5 children. Like I said, Day is a gift. Veterans Day is a day to recognize those who served. So if you're a veteran, active duty, retired, whatever, please stand. I'm not the only one here, am I? Okay, maybe I am. I don't know. If I don't see, I apologize. But these folks that you see, these old veterans, these old World War II, the old World War II Vietnam veterans, I honor those guys whenever I see. I wear this hat. This is the best piece of headgear the Army gave us, and we never got to wear it. So on these pins on my hat are my combat. I have a 2-star banner for my 2 boys on active duty. I have my affiliation pin with the United States Army and some other things. If you see a veteran wearing a hat that says 25th Infantry Division, Vietnam veteran, 42nd ID, 173rd Airborne Brigade, 3rd Armor Division, 3rd Infantry Division, shake their hand and tell them thank you. Someone asked, they always tell us thank you for your service. But one thing I ask about that too is be the type of American citizen that those in the armed forces want to fight for. I appreciate you guys having me today. Thank you very much. Appreciate the time.
Thank you very much, Mr. Makoviak. Let's give him one more round of applause, guys. Okay, next up we will have our band who will be playing the Armed Forces Melody.
You want to talk to him?
Okay, after our band, we're going to go ahead and we'll have our traditional slideshow. And while that slideshow is playing, we ask that you do hold your applause as we go through all the photos and all the information until the end. So once again, we're going to hold our applause while we watch the video until the end. And thank you, Mr. Tellez, and all of our band as well. Thank you, guys. Let's give them another round of applause. Great job. Okay. At this time now, we will begin with our slideshow presentation. Please remember, to hold your applause until the end. Thank you, guys, and enjoy.
And to the republic,
for which it stands,
one nation, under God,
indivisible,
with liberty and justice for all.
If tomorrow all the things were gone, I'd work for all my life, and I had to start again with just my children and my wife. I thank my lucky stars to be living here today, 'cause the flag still stands for freedom, and they can't take that away. The men who died, who gave that right to me, and I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today, 'cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. From the lakes of Minnesota to the hills of Tennessee, across the plains of Texas, from sea to shining sea, from Detroit down to Houston and New York to LA. Well, there's pride in every American heart, and it's time we stand and say American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today, 'cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. Today, 'cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. If you're reading this, my mama's sitting there. Looks like I only got a one-way ticket over here. I sure wish I could give you one more kiss. And war was just a game we played when we were kids. Well, I'm laying down my gun, I'm hanging up my boots. I'm up here with God and we're both watching over you. So lay me down in that open field out on the edge of town. And oh, my soul, it's where my mom always prayed that it would go. But if you're reading this, I'm already home. If you're reading this halfway around the world, I won't be there to see the birth of our little girl. I hope she looks like you, I hope she fights like me, and stands up for the innocent and the weak. I'm laying down my gun, I'm hanging up my boots. Tell Dad I don't regret that I followed in his shoes. So lay me down in that open field out on the edge of town. And oh, my soul, it's where my mom always prayed that it would go. If you're reading this, I'm already home. If you're reading this, there's gonna come a day when you move on and find someone else, and that's okay. Just remember this, I'm in a better place, where soldiers live in peace and angels sing amazing grace. So lay me down in that open field out on the edge of town. And oh, my soul, it's where my mom always prayed that it would go. If you're reading this, if you're reading this, I'm already home. I'm just trying to be a father, raise a daughter and a son, be a lover to their mother, everything to everyone, up and at 'em bright and early. I'm all business in my suit. Yeah, I'm dressed up for success, from my head down to my boots. I don't do it for the money, there's bills that I can't pay. I don't do it for the glory, I just do it anyway. Providing for our futures, my responsibility. Yeah, I'm real good under pressure, being all that I can be. I can't call in sick on Mondays when the weekend's been too strong. I just work straight through the holidays, sometimes all night long. You can bet that I stand ready when the wolf growls at the door. Hey, I'm solid, hey, I'm steady, hey, I'm true down to the core. And I will always do my duty, no matter what the price. I've counted up the cost, I know the sacrifice. Oh, and I don't want to die for you, but if dying's asking me, I'll bear that cross with honor, 'cause freedom don't come free. I'm an American soldier, an American. Beside my brothers and my sisters, I will proudly take a stand. When liberty's in jeopardy, I will always do what's right. I'm out here on the front lines, sleep in peace tonight. American soldier, I'm an American soldier. Yeah, an American soldier, an American. Beside my brothers and my sisters, I will proudly take a stand. When liberty's in jeopardy, I will always do what's right. I'm out here on the front line, so sleep in peace tonight. American soldier, I'm an American, an American, an American soldier.
God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with a light from above, from the mountains to the prairies, to the oceans white with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America.
All right. Hey, I just want to say, like, you just sat through an 18-minute video in dead silence out of respect, and I really, really appreciate that. So good job. Way to go. Thank you. Let's just do one more round of applause for all those who served. All right. All right, guys, just before we head back to class, just remember throughout the day today, and when you do see veterans out there on the streets, just thank them, as our speaker Scott said. Shake their hand, thank them, and just remember what they serve and do for our country. All right, so we are going to excuse again from the back to the front. So if you're in the front, just stay seated. It'll just take a few minutes. We exit quicker than we come in. So teachers in the back, if you want to take your start on the back row there in the back at the top, start exiting out. We're going to second period.